Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Rams, and it's all up next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Rams. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of The Jets headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Play action on first down. Malachi Corley reels it in. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Jets and their quarterback ready to take over once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They'll come out throwing. Forced out to his right. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Wilson on a slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a first down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. Escapes a defender. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Setting up a throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Jets break the tie here in the first. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You could just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time.
The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Now we'll try a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets need only one to take the lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
He's on the move. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 13-point lead. Malachi Corley, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. They'll throw to begin this drive. Buys time, rolling right. He'll go all the way across the field. This is brought in at the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Spread the field and send him all deep, baby. All right, this might be a stupid question, Brock, but what makes that play call successful against an NFL secondary?
Yeah, because 4 verts is good against a college secondary, a high school secondary, a Pop Warner secondary, because it burdens and stresses that defense. And if you got people that can run and you got 4 choices to choose from, oftentimes you'll find one to hit on.
Airing it out to start this drive. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. So we are to the halfway point of Super Bowl 63. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. Our leaders got a solid performance out of their quarterback in the first half. He's over 300 yards passing already.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play, and it'll give the Jets a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does.
Enemy territory. First and 10, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Working inside the red zone. He tucks it and takes off. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Airing it out to start this drive. Wilson's got it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First and 10 from the 41. He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. Now he throws deep across the field, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
The Rams get to him, and he's dropped. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Forced out to his right. Launching deep down the right sideline. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Looking to throw on 1st and goal. Escapes out to the left. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
He's throwing for it! Rolling left, buying some time. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful...
Throwing it to start this drive. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they take this in for the score. The Jets have likely locked up the win right there. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Throwing now, following the turnover. This is reeled in by Wilson. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport of these...
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throwing on the run, deep down that big gain downfield. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets put up even more points in a win. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Here's Commissioner Roger Goodell to present the Lombardi Trophy to the New York Jets, your champions of Super Bowl 63. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner, Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators, Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.